What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? How's everybody doing this fine evening? Man, listen, welcome to Leaders Shift. I'm your boy, Dwayne Roberts. So today, guys, we're talking three reasons
Individual
why
who
are is challenged with problem solving. Is it difficult for you to make decisions? I have to admit, guys, I had that struggle. And from time to time, I can find myself at this place where I'm trying to make a decision. I have to solve this problem. And you know what? I'm not getting the answer. And maybe that's you. You have a problem, you have a challenge going on in your life, on your job, in your relationship, or you just want to make your next move in life your best move, and you feel stuck. You're lacking direction. You just need someone to talk to. You're not sure what to do next. Maybe you even feeling mentally challenged and stressed. You are at your wits' end. Listen, I'm here to tell you, you are in the right place today. The power of problem solving lies in the ability to overcome obstacles and find effective solutions to challenges. It is critical. I'm s- It's a critical skill that enables individuals to achieve their goals and move uh, to re- into to move and improve their outcome. Anybody want to improve their current situation? If that's you, like, hey, I want to improve my current situation, go ahead, drop the three in the chat. Let me know, hey, I want to improve my current situation. Problem solving involves identifying the root cause of an issue, developing creative and practical solutions, and implementing them in a timely and efficient manner. By mastering a problem, by mastering problem solving, individuals can become more effective and successful in their personal and professional lives. Would that be great to become more successful? I recently said this the other day, man. If there was a pill for success, give your boy two. Give me two pills, man. I just need to, I want to double up and I want to maximize on my success, man. And the truth is, you want to double up and maximize on your success. Well, we got to get to this place where we're able to know how to make decisions, sound decisions, and problem solving. Now, here's the critical thing, or here's the most important thing I need you to understand. There's no right or wrong way for how we handle problems or how we make decisions. It's a preference. And some of us just do it differently. Some people make decisions on a dime, and some people process how they make decisions, right? And since there's no right or wrong way to making decisions or problem solving, there is though a strategy, a system. There are things that we should I be able to recognize in how we make decisions because it's all about getting better. It's all about improving. And if I know some things are a hiccup in my life, some things are holding me down or maybe slowing me up from getting the results I desire, I might want to look at the areas in my life that may be challenging to me. And this is that area called problem solving, making decisions, right? So, what I find though, um, we have individuals when it comes to problem solving or making decisions, they always seeking permission from other people before they make a decision, meaning that yeah, they want to make sure they looking yeah. Make sure I say this right. They want to make the best decision, but they want to make sure whatever that decision is that they're making, that it is that it's the best decision, and they want validation for that decision that they're about to make. That's where I say we're seeking permission from other people. Another thing I notice about some men when they're making decisions, they simply are indecisive because they are under pressure. Are you an individual who becomes indecisive because you are under pressure when it comes to making decisions? A third area that I find a lot of men struggle with or might struggle with is prioritizing others before themselves when it comes to making decisions. Which one of these particular um, behaviors actually resonate with you? Are you always seeking permission from others before you make a decision? If so, go ahead, drop a one in the chat. I'm sorry. Yeah. Drop a four. Drop a four in the chat. Yeah. Or are you indecisive under pressure? If you are indecisive under pressure when making the decision or when problem solving, go ahead, drop a five in the chat. Or do you prioritize others before yourself when it comes to making decisions? If that's you, go ahead, drop the number six in the chat for your boy. I truly appreciate it. Nothing like awareness, man. It's just about building awareness. It just goes back to saying that there's no right or wrong approach, right? But we want this awareness for ourselves, because if we're going to improve our leadership, our personal leadership, if we're going to grow and become the people or person that we desire, we must first understand why we do what we do. And when it comes to solving and you wanting a particular result, you're asking yourself, why do I feel stuck? Why am I feel limited? Why am I lacking direction? Why am I having all this stress? You want to know why. And oftentimes, when you really begin to start looking at things specifically from the problem solving aspect, you may start noticing, yeah, some behaviors that you may be willing or open minded to adjust. Just that simple, right? That's what I want to help you with. So some individuals simply, from my understanding, dislike making decisions. Everybody don't like making decisions, you know? Um, and in some cases, they don't like making decisions because they don't want to deal with conflict. Therefore, they become soft-spoken. Yeah. There's some people who are slow to make decisions and don't want to voice their opinions. They want to avoid risk. When it comes to making decisions, the truth is you are taking a risk, and everyone isn't a risk taker. I'm not the dude that's going to jump off the cliff into the big ocean. I'm not the dude who's going to jump out of a plane and skydive. I'm not taking those risks. That's a made up decision. Sometimes it can be a closed mind decision. No, what I'm saying is, in life, when it comes to making decisions, right, for your business, maybe you're making decisions for your family. You know, there comes the risk. What if I made the wrong decision? Especially in business, nobody wants to make a wrong business decision. You know, and what area in your life might you consider, yeah, that, hey, this might be a risk in my life. And I don't want to have that risk. I don't want to take that risk, right? So just be mindful. Here's some other things I notice about those when it comes to people making decisions and problem solving. Um, they use phrases like this. I take too long to make my decision. Somebody who is challenged with problem solving or making decisions might make a statement and say, "I take too long to make a decision." They might even say something to the effect of, "I hate having to make the final call. I don't want to be the one to have to pull the trigger on this decision," you know, or anything else that may indicate decision making. Oftentimes this is what I find. Um, if we are challenged with making decisions, we find ourselves challenged with problem solving. The truth is, it slows down our process. It slows down the process to execute, meaning that we won't follow through. We won't get the result that we desire. How many of us have a problem with follow through? Yeah. And we might have a problem with follow through, not just because of procrastination, but because of how we make decisions. So now, if you're not executing, then truly you're not taking action towards what's important to you. And not being able to make a decision can cause you to feel stuck, lack, or lack information needed to gain the results you desire. And I want to help you with this. Can you remember the last time you let a decision get the best of you? Yep. Can you remember the last time you let an indecision, meaning not making a decision, get the best of you? Indecision is the opposite from decision. Indecision means that we have difficulty making a decision. And an indecision, when you don't make a decision, wake up call is a decision. I need you to get that. Yep. And so when you look at your life and you're asking yourself, why am I here? Let's look back on the decisions that we might have struggled with that we did not make. Think about it. Some of you have been saying, hey, I want to go back to school, but been given an excuse or reason for not going to school versus making a decision to go do so. We say things like, well, I'm gonna wait for my kids to finish school, or I don't have the finances for school, or I don't know if I don't feel like all that reading and homework. I don't want to do all that. So therefore, I'm going to wait. That's a decision. Yeah. And so when you look at your life and you're saying, dang, here I am, I feel stuck, I feel limited. I'm not, my life isn't moving in the direction I want. Yeah. Get clear for yourself. Why? Here's an interesting story, man, that I we recently experienced, right? And that is uh I struggled with making a decision, you know. Um, Interesting enough, preparing for the next level success summit or has been challenging. Moving forward, I had some partners or people who were going to support and help me move this thing along, get the event off the ground, and they backed out. And having the pressure of making this thing happen, the truth is, I had to make some hard decisions. Had to make some hard decisions. It wasn't easy decisions. And when I think back and I look back and ask myself, what was some of the challenges when it came to making those decisions? Oftentimes, I found that the challenge was I didn't want to look like a failure. I was more worried about what somebody else thought. Uh, um, I w- and and that in itself was a hindering or limiting factor for me. So much so, this is what I found. I found myself ready asking or seeking permission from someone else before I made the final decision. Yeah. I went to my mentors, I went to my coaches, and I was sharing what I was experiencing, what I was feeling, what I was thinking. And I realized that I was looking for validation to make a decision before I made a decision. You know, Being indecisive, the truth of the matter was I was under a lot of pressure to make a decision. Yeah, stressing out, um, causing me to go back and forth in my thoughts with my coaches to make the to make the best decision. Because the truth is, I wanted to make the best decision. Ready? In this place where I find myself challenged, problem solving, making the decision, I was prioritizing other people before myself, and that in itself was very challenging. Pro tips to consider when if you find yourself struggling with problem solving or making decision. Number one, if you're the individual who hesitate and always seeking permission from other people before making a decision, listen, I want to encourage you to simply find your confidence in your ability by by making your own choices and taking ownership of the outcome. Here it is. When I was challenged during um, um, the summit, And the summit is still it's next month. Yeah, it takes place April 22nd. Next Level Success Summit takes place April 22nd next month, 2023. And in this process of putting this summit together, I had a team of people who was to support me, help me do this thing. And you know what happened was, some folks backed out, man, and it left me feeling stressed out. It left me trying to figure it out for myself because I didn't have a team of people around me. And can I be honest? I had never done a full blown conference before, a summit before. I've done some things online. I've done a few things for the churches, and of course, we had support elements in place. But here it is. Your boy is at this moment in this time that the event's about to kick off. I'm less than 45 days or 90 days to have a successful event, and people are backing out. The support isn't there. And I realized I needed to adjust fire on my mission. I knew some things needed to change. And the truth was I went searching for validation. See, if you're the individual who hesitating to make a decision, you're seeking permission, you're seeking validation for the choices that you are making. Yep. You want somebody to validate that it's okay to make that choice. And the truth is you just simply have to find the confidence in yourself, make the choice, and take ownership. So even when I made this choice and I shared it with others, the speakers or anybody else that was involved, the truth was I had to take ownership. Remember this, that mistakes are a natural part of growth and learning. We don't have the answers. Every day we're growing to get better. Number two, man. Number two, maybe you're the individuals who is indecisive under pressure. Yep. I got to admit, I was stressed. I couldn't sleep. I was annoying everybody around me, to include my wife and my kids, because I was battling with this decision. I was indecisive. I was under pressure. Remember, indecisiveness is a decision. You're making the decision not to make a decision. Here we go. This is what I need you to do. I need you to get to this place where you remain calm, because remaining calm reduces the stress. Simply, pro tip for you, simply weigh the pros and cons of each option. Consider the potential outcomes for each decision. As my man would say, Jonas would say, keep it simple, stupid. Here it is. Remember, don't be afraid to seek advice or input from others to gain a fresh perspective. It's okay to seek advice, but don't expect them to validate your response or your answer. Go get some feedback. Sometimes when speaking with others helps you clear your thought process to help you make a better decision. So you might have to seek some advice from others. Lastly, before I close this thing out, the last pro tip when it comes to problem solving and making decisions. And maybe you have this difficulty with problem solving, and that is prioritizing other people before yourself. Here's the pro tip: simply communicate openly. Let others know that you need their support and you need to take time for yourself. Here it is, the Next Level Success Summit. I had to communicate with my speakers that, hey, this is the change. And in this change, I can truly use your help, because right now I'm a one-man show. And you know what happened? They start not only filtering me in some advice, but they help me start seeing things a little different. You know, it helped me to realize that, hey, this process won't be easy, but I will have to take some time for myself. This is what I need you to remember. The truth is, it's helpful to identify your own priorities and make sure you allocate time and energy for what's important to you. The moment I was able to communicate openly with others was the moment it released the pressure off of me. So much so that I was able to relax and find something else that I enjoy doing to remove my mind from the event taking place. It's those small refreshers that one day or 24 hours or 48 hours that you take for yourself to regroup are important to your success. Just that simple. If this was good, man, in the chat, let me know. Here, I'm gonna just do a quick run, follow up. We talking problem solving, right? And I identified for you three struggles that many men might face, or some men might face while making, while problem solving or making decisions. One, I realized that some of us may be challenged by seeking permission from others before making a decision. Two, some of us may be indecisive under pressure when making decisions. And three, some of us may prioritize others before ourselves when it comes to making decisions. Therefore, when we make these decisions, we might make decisions a little slower, and not in a timely manner, where we miss out on the opportunity and the results. Three pro tips to combat um, these challenges. One, if you're the individual who hesitates and always seeking permission, your pro tip is to find confidence in your personal abilities. Yep. And take ownership for them. Two, if you're the person that's indecisive under pressure, listen, all you have to do is remain calm. Check the pros and cons. Think about the potential outcome that you want to get. Make the decision. And lastly, if you're the individual who prioritizes other people before yourself, simply communicate with those that's most important to you. Let them know what's going on. And then identify some downtime and do some things that's most important to you. Get that recovery in. Man, if this was helpful, if this was impactful, please in the chat, let me know which particular um, action step resonates with you. I want to encourage you never to miss an opportunity to grow yourself, man. I hope to see you at the Next Level Success Summit. Head over to the webpage, DwayneHRoberts.com. There you can get access to the free event. Listen, seating is limited, so do not waste another moment. Go secure your seat now.